All right, here's a new trade paperback that just came out from IDW, Star Trek Strange New Worlds, The Illyrian Enigma. And you can see the cover right here with just the Enterprise and all the characters from Strange New Worlds. It's written by Kristen Beyer and Mike Johnson. Beyer is one of the people who works at Paramount there and on these shows. Mike Johnson's been a longtime Star Trek writer, and the art is the worst part about this. Oh my gosh, it's pretty hard to get through because of the art. I'm gonna spoil this right now. Who is this? Megan Levins? Is that who did this? That's the art. Yeah, it looks like webcomic art for sure. They did not spend much on this art. You can see the stiff figures with the very clear, like tablet drawn lines. And look at how the colors are just extremely flat. It's like somebody barely paid any attention to this when working on it. And so sad on that front. Mike Johnson's a pretty competent writer. So is Kristen Beyer. And so this is a storyline that takes place in between season 1 and 2. And it ultimately just falls flat. And it's a worthless story at the end of the day. They're trying to like rescue the number 1 character who, of course, got imprisoned by Starfleet because she faked her identity. She's an alien species and she's not allowed to be because that alien species genetically modifies themselves. You can't have genetic modifications. It's one of those storylines of like, oh, they're different, so they're oppressed, which is always tiresome these days to see. And you can see just like the talking heads, like there's not much to a lot of these drawings. It's even the faces look like they're copy pasted across some of these panels. There's not much done to change up some of these looks and the stiffness of the characters as they just talk. Pretty rough on that front. It's an interesting plot idea. They actually go to this how do you pronounce this? Illyrian world, and they get duped into this spot where they like actually have to go back to the Illyrian homeworld, which is very dangerous for humans to go to at some point. And Spock goes down there. He gets genetically modified by the Illyrians to deal with it. He finds some like deal, and it turns out like Vulcan actually was the one who went over to there, and the Illyrians are just a genetic modification experiment by the Vulcans. And of course, it's like big scary meltdown because of this. What a cool plot. I mean, this might make a cool TV episode. It's a little not actiony enough for a comic book, I gotta say, because it's very introspective. There's just a lot of talking. There's a lot of characters who like, oh, we better put this character in here and have them react to this kind of slowness to the plot. And with like the bad art, it was really rough to get through also. And this is what makes it like a pointless thing. They all agree that like we're going to hide this information and we're not going to use it because we don't want to embarrass the Vulcans and the Illyrians and all that. We're going to find another way to like venerate our first officer from her like genetic modifications and all that. So it's kind of like, oh, this plot accomplished nothing. And then it's hidden. And that's why they don't know about it in the show later because, you know, it's a secret. And so this entire it's like one of those plots where you wake up and everything's a dream, right? And so it doesn't matter, and it's tough. Now, this is a 4-issue series, so it does read pretty quick despite the pretty phoned in art and pretty like boring plot line as it is. Cool concept. I give them points for the concept, but that's about where it failed because of the way that this was constructed. So I give this a 5 out of 10 overall. And it's kind of sad to see a Strange New Worlds book launch like this. I believe this is the first Strange New Worlds book. Would have hoped it would have been a little bit better. All right, leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll be back soon.